Good morning. Here we are. It's a new day. A new day. And how do we wake up in the morning? Often because of thoughts and feelings and patterns and programs running the night before, working on us on our dreams, projecting things into the future, ruminating about our questions and our problems and the important things that are meaningful to us. Yesterday, a client called me in a devastated state. So depressed, so sad, so triggered, if you will. And the odd thing is she achieved an amazing goal, a miracle goal that morning. That morning, there was a miracle goal. There was a wonderful thing that came to her. There was something that she'd been wanting for so long, manifested, coming forward into her world, working out. Things were working out for her. And then she discovered some other piece of information that somebody else was doing that totally tanked her emotionally. What thoughts were creating that? Where was the joy? Where was the excitement? Where was the pleasure of the wonderful thing that was happening? Totally lost in some projection of the mind that wasn't even real. She was projecting something very negative that set her emotional body into a very dark place. So Spirit says, really pay attention to your emotional state. It isn't easy. Our thoughts are constantly thinking. Our unconscious mind is constantly creating and recreating and tapping into our wounded hearts. Her wounded heart was crying out. Even when all the wonderful physical things in the world were happening, she wasn't even aware or present to that. She was present to something else that happened that impacted her wounded heart. So whenever we're feeling bad, anxious, frustrated, angry, sad, depressed, we have to look inside and look at, okay, where am I projecting something negative? Why am I feeling this way? And it's so important to look within. So many of us look at what's outside of our world, projecting outside why I'm feeling this bad. Another person in their behavior triggered her and put her into this place, but she was projecting against him and not looking at, well, what did this event, what did this thing that I just heard about cause within me? What within me is damaged? What within me is feeling these things? Because the only power we have is our own thoughts, our own feelings, and our own actions. We have no control over anything else. Absolutely not. We can project, we can intend, we can desire, we can create, we can manifest with our hands, our minds, our hearts. We can project love or we can project fear. We could project something positive or we could project something negative. We can take in the good and bask in it. Oh, wow, what a wonderful thing. This wonderful thing happened today. I'm so happy. This is wonderful. This is joyful. I'm so excited because of this reason and that reason and this reason and that reason, rather than, oh, wait a minute, I'm not feeling that way. Why not? What underneath it is causing this other negative emotion? We have power. We have power to look within and change our thinking, change our minds, change our perspective. How can I look at this day and be gloriously happy? Or what can I pick on to feel bad? We are so easy to try to pick at what's wrong rather than looking at all the good and saying, this is good. This is good and that is good, and I love you for this reason, and I appreciate you for this reason, and I appreciate myself for this reason. Many of us have difficulties in loving ourselves, in feeling the positive of what's here, in feeling safe. Some of us are worried about the world, are so afraid about what's going on in the Ukraine and what's happening somewhere out there into another country. We feel for them. as it is good to be compassionate to another person's suffering. When it turns negative is when we start to fear our own safety. We start to fear our own security. We become triggered in that way. And so what we need to do is to get grounded into our first chakra, grounded into safety and security, feeling the security of my own power, of my own actions, of my own projections into the future of what I'm wanting. What I'm wanting is peace. And Spirit says peace comes within. If we are embattled within ourselves, then we are not projecting peace. And the world is an expression of all of our thoughts and energies. This month, the time of Aries in astrology, Aries is about fire, is about action, is about groundedness, is about safety and security and the stability to feel powerful in taking an action towards what we're wanting in our future. We're focusing on first chakra, learning about that energy, finding the tools that support it. What will help me feel safe and secure and stable right now so I can create something better in the future? It's difficult to create big dreams, to think about a future when we are feeling insecure in the present. So, how can I feel more secure? How can I project the positive? How can I bask in the wonderful good things that are here instead of focusing on the negative? It takes practice. It takes focus. It takes love. Good blessings on feeling secure, on being happy, and on focusing on the good. Namaste for today.